I don't know what's going on either, everyone. This is Heroes of the Vale from D&D Beyond. Today we are joined by TJ Storm, who absolutely was not late and was totally in his seat the entire time right before the show. We are also joined by Hope LaVelle playing Penelope something. We are joined by B. Dave Walters as a special guest. He's playing Freely.
With 63% less tentacles this time.
63% less tentacles.
63?
Well,
Yeah.
Tentacles?
we didn't talk about where the rest of them are. We've got Lauren Urban playing Orkira Eldritch the Dragonborn. Yeah, I know, very upsetting thought. And then Jen Kretchmer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand. And well, the last time we were playing, things happened. Things happened to the DM as well. So
everything's fine.
You attacked an Elder Brain by going from the Shadowfell into the Prime Material Plane, showing up directly right next to an Elder Brain before it could really seem to react, even though strangely no reinforcements came to its aid, slashing and burning it, setting it aflame, killing tadpoles left and right, mainly chewing from a dire wolf in the form of Penelope Half-Pint, and of course a T-Rex, which needs to end up as an, like, I don't know, Alyndra's new emblem. And just chewing this Elder Brain, slashing it to pieces, and the Elder Brain attempted to escape using Dimension Door, but Keen Deapreth used the Crystal Rod, which had already allowed them to traverse planes before, to keep that Dimension Door open, and for everyone to be sucked into where the Elder Brain went. And where it went was a Mind Flayer ship. After vacating the Mind Flayers on the ship rather rapidly, you have begun your 3-month journey towards Valeheim. You know that war has broken out between the Githyanki and the remnants of the Mind Flayer fleet. And at this moment, you are hovering over the world of Valeheim. What are you doing? And in the darkness, on the dark side of the planet, you can actually see explosions and flashes of light as the war continues.
So it's been 3 months.
It's been 3 months.
Oh,
and
okay.
a lot of crate food and water.
I got really good at flavoring it, so like I've been used to that. Lots of Tabasco.
Have we properly cataloged and discovered all of the properties of all of the things we found on this ship? Have we disseminated them among the members of the team?
You've mainly found brains. You found a lot of brains in jars, either as a mode for the Mind Flayers to gather information and store information, and also to snack on during long trips through the void.
But we also found mind whips and armor.
That's correct.
And weapons. Are they all cataloged? Do we all understand them well now that we've had a chance?
Anyone who wants to be attuned to any of those items can be attuned to them, yes, and can be wearing them and using them. However, Penelope Half-Pint, right before we ended the show, grabbed a card out of the deck of many things. The deck of many things was missing 2 cards, that of ruin and that of death. And then Penelope Half-Pint, being stealthy and a halfling, grabbed one of the cards out of the deck, and it turned out to be the void, leaving Penelope Half-Pint in a catatonic state, and her soul now is in an unknown place in the D&D multiverse.
I make sure to feed her body daily and make sure that her body remains healthy while we make a plan to find that which is lost.
Yeah, I would have been helping Keen out a lot with that, making sure that the body's gonna be fine, so that when we finally find Penelope, it'll be easy, right? Because we're gonna find her.
We will.
I don't know how.
That's why they call it learning, I suppose.
So we haven't been able to find out any other information on the 3-month journey. Nothing else about where her soul might be. Nothing else about what's going on the planet.
Yeah, we
You
were doing lots of sending with Averin and getting information there. And anyone else who we might know who's on that planet in this reality.
Has
Yeah.
Penelope ever had dealings with things from the underworld? They would know.
Well, she had that whole
She
thing with
was
being in
the
Avernus.
Hells.
Yeah.
Have we looked there?
You want to go
I don't
back to
know
the
how
Hells? We have
You
mind
can
flayer.
talk to those places, can you not? Or are you stopped by the planes?
I mean, no, I'm not. I thought you could talk to the mechanic. That was the only friendly
Yes.
person we met.
Oh, her uncle.
Yes,
Mm.
that's the only thing I
Should
can
we?
think of. But I don't think the Hells are the place to go. All we need are demons and devils and mind
We could
flayers.
mark it off the list. If you can speak to them, if they have seen hide nor hair of her, then we can at least mark it off the list and look
All
elsewhere.
right. I will check in with the Hells. I suppose. I will send a message to our friend Penelope's uncle, the mechanic, who sold us our war machine when we were in Avernus.
My brain is just a giant CPU for all of you to just randomly draw knowledge from.
Hey, if we
Okay.
remember, you should remember.
You
I
were
disagree.
the guy. He was kind of tough sounding, and he
Oh, I know. Who's this? Who's
well,
talking to me?
we're Neverember's friends.
Well, right now I'm in the middle of selling infernal war machines, so if you want to call back later.
There's not much time right now. We won't be long. And that's also your job every day.
I have
so-
on very, very good authority that there is plenty of time in the world, in all the worlds. It's not going to run out anytime soon.
That's true, but it might for Neverember.
Except for time is money, so I could run out of money. So that's another issue that we're talking about right now.
For money, where you are.
Yeah, well, souls, money, either way.
There's not time.
What's going on?
We're looking for Neverember. Have you seen her?
No, I have not.
Do you know if anyone has recently?
I absolutely do not know the location of Neverember.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I wish you well on your sale of time or so, or whatever you're doing. They haven't seen her.
Did you ask about Penelope? Because
did.
perhaps Neverember's another.
Ring, ring. Hello?
What?
Well, if you're going to talk to me like that, no. But if you haven't seen Neverember, have you seen Penelope? Looks very similar. Doesn't have the scars. Often turns into a shrub, which I don't know if you have there. Greenish, spiky things with leaves and
I
butterflies.
can tell you that I have not seen Penelope Half Pint
Wink on
or
his finger.
Your
Neverember.
wings don't carry on the sending.
You can kind of hear like a squishy noise. There is definitely not a rambunctious halfling anywhere near me. I am not afraid. Everything is totally cool over here.
Well, thank you. Glad to hear it. We'll keep looking.
She's not trying to start an army or anything. You hear a
And as soon as I turn away, I go, well, Saranthus is there. He's under duress. And Penelope might be there. So, Back to Venice?
Oh.
I second that emotion, King.
He's ready for Avernus.
War is
Sorry,
happening
I found this
in
cool
Venice.
knife in the corner over here. It just makes these really fun
Sunblade.
noises. Yeah.
I told you we should have cataloged the weapons.
We thought this was just a butter knife. Well, it makes this cool
Okay,
noise.
everyone, I need to be clear on who has what, because someone in the game has a lightsaber, and I feel like no one talked to the DM ahead of time.
I mean, you didn't tell me I don't have a lightsaber, so I thought you were gonna yes and me on that.
I quit.
You were gonna yes.
No.
There it is. I've defeated the DM. I have brought peace and liberty to the Vale.
I'm the DM now. So the next thing that happens is that a portal opens up, and Penelope just walks out and no,
I'm back.
rat. I wasn't fast enough.
No. Lightsaber versus the gauntlet.
Don't snap. Don't
Who
snap.
win? What has just happened?
I don't know. I think we broke character. So everyone is on a Spelljammer Nautiloid Mind Flare ship at this exact moment, carefully putting the Infinity Gauntlet down. What are you all doing?
So we're over the planet. We've just found out about Penelope being in hell.
That's true. Well,
Okay.
a Penelope.
We heard about
I'm
a
not quite sure which.
rambunctious halfling running around in hell. To be fair, I misquoted, so I will correctly quote what our friend the mechanic says.
We will decide between taking action on the surface of the planet or finding a way to the hells. Will or could the rod take us there if we had to?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I suppose it's possible in theory. We would.
Right this
The
moment,
rod
an
is in
alarm
danger of
sounds all over the
breaking.
ship. You just hear this, and you hear clunking sounds on the exterior of the ship as well.
Have we ever
I
heard
run
this
to
alarm
the edge
before?
of the ship.
No,
I look
it's not
over.
really like a human do. It's more of a.
That's not a noise I ever wanted to hear out of the ship. What's going on?
No.
You
I'll follow
keep
Keen.
hearing loud thudding noises and metal scraping upon metal, and it seems to be coming down from one of the hallways.
My inclination is something is trying to get in.
Sprint down, go outside, and look over the edge.
There is some sort of strange ship, almost pearl colored and with large sails on either side. It's a very small ship, however, and it has attached itself to the side of the ship.
I relay this to the others who cannot see.
Did you see anybody? Are they friendly?
I see the ship and no one piloting yet. But we are boarded, I believe.
That's not good. That's never friendly. That's not, no. All right, no problem. Let's go find whoever boarded the ship, and then Penelope, and then the entire rest of the world, okay?
Okay.
Where do we hear noises coming from?
Is this extra
you head
ship
down.
aggressively doing anything besides docking, or is it
You hear
attempting to
you
cause
smell burning and smoke.
damage? Can I make it to the edge of the ship if I swing off the edge using a rope?
You definitely don't want to do that. You don't want to leave the ship. You are enclosed entirely.
The burning and the smoke is coming from inside the ship.
Yes, it is.
No, I've learned that that's a bad thing. We should put that out, and I'll go running to that direction.
Okay, you run through these strange halls full of black metal and almost like there were never meant to be footsteps. Like there's lots of ridges in the floor itself, being that mind flayers kind of just float everywhere. They don't see the need to have a uniform floor, so it is kind of frustrating and very frustrating for you because you are just a elegant, wonderful dragonborn with your wings and everything, but not so much on foot. So the tables have turned.
But we've been
Sometimes
on
your
the ship
claws
for
get hooked.
Yeah, well, we've been on the ship for 3 months, so I know where like most of the really bad catches are. Yeah,
Might have been able to lay down some floorboards. Penelope might have been able to shape rock or metal. Reshape
Wow,
some
she
of
hasn't done
this.
anything because she's catatonic, and her soul is somewhere else.
For 3
She's
months or for.
Her
We had a
soul
bit
has
of time.
been gone for almost the entirety of that time
Well,
period.
then she didn't do any of that. Then we
No.
would have had to do.
I've just learned to hop, skip, and jump.
Keen, as you get across, you go through this tunnel. It's filled with smoke, and at the same moment, you see fire burning a hole right through the side of the ship, slowly cutting. And almost looks as if a sacred flame cantrip is just sizzling its way through the exterior of the ship.
To arms! We are being boarded, and they are coming through the wall. I summon my glaive to my hand.
I will cast Detect Thoughts to see if I can get a sense of the intent of the people on the other side of that.
And I change my form to appear as a mind flayer.
I never like it when you do that.
No,
So
it's
sorry.
really unsettling.
Now, is this ultra self that you're doing? Every time you do this, you get a little hungry for brains. It's, just a side effect. Yeah. What are you the flames continue to burn through the side of the hull of the mind flayer ship, and at the same time you detect thoughts of just, I really want to get in there. And
intent
at this
on that? Is it
yes.
good intent? Is it to harm or to good intent?
It's hard. It has intent to kill.
Oh, well, whatever it is wants to kill us, so let's kill it first.
It feels deeply menacing, and the presence is just very large and very dark and disturbing. Whatever is behind this door could be some
Can I
kind of
probe
great
deeper?
evil. You can try.
Okay, I would like to try. I also need to roll portents for the day. Portents are 15 and 15.
It'll be easy to remember.
Take it.
All right. Finally, the entire hallway is now filled with smoke, and you hear the clattering of the door, the hull itself fall forward. And you can't see what's beyond the smoke. But you see the shadow of something that must be like 8 feet tall beyond the flames and the smoke. Dave?
Using... Oh.
Describe yourself.
Actually, me?
Yeah, it's you. It's you freely. You are lit from below, from behind as you move through the smoke.
You're huge.
Say if she's detecting my thoughts, she's detecting one other thing, which is the song that Penelope had running through her head when I tried to read her mind as a mind flayer. A small brown skin but very handsome halfling with bright red hair with green sparks through it. And do I see them back?
Yes, you were expecting mind flayers.
And
you see one.
Mind flayer. Hello, friend mind flayer. Might I borrow your vessel?
And Alyndra's going, Mana. Like she's singing along with the song that she's hearing in her head.
I'm like, hey, are the others here? Is that
There's tentacles?
Is that cute girl here anywhere?
No, she's not.
I look beyond this one to see where the danger is coming from.
It looks like this is just him.
It cannot be just him. I walk past him to find the danger.
So wait,
Where
is he in my
is the
form
danger?
or is he in halfling form?
He's in halfling form. What?
Okay.
Describe what you've been in a very small spaceship for a very long time. Freely. What is in this spaceship after such a long time in such a cramped space, even for a halfling?
I have written repeatedly handwritten notes of everything that I experienced last time. All of their names, everything that happened. It's just been written over and over again, almost like a kid who's on detention because I'm trying desperately not to forget things. Yeah, and there's also some song lyrics that they need some work. We're gonna workshop it, and also a drawing of what I think Saranthus looks like. Is this woman like offering me like a bouquet of flowers and a little picture of me like reaching out with a huge smiley face, but next to it is a small question mark in a circle. Yeah. And last but certainly not least, a list of everything I found does not work. Like, absolutely do not put your finger in the red circle. Absolutely do not touch your tongue to the walls.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite hieroglyphics of all time. I just want to see. I want to find a pyramid one day. It just has like question mark.
I want it like as a print so I can make clothing out of it to wear in actual life.
Yeah. The slaves very much are not too sure about the god they're worshiping. Like that's the but I will say it doesn't smell particularly bad. In fact, it smells probably oddly nice, even though I've been confined in there. Because he's a little holy boy. Yeah. And I'm like, oh. So you
Really?
what
What are you doing here? And next time, knock. I was just about to cast Fireball. You would have been a cinder, but you would have just been on fire. It would have been bad.
Well, I would have knocked, and I tried to like come out of the spaceship to come be like, hi, but then I like couldn't breathe, like, and I had to go back inside, and then like I couldn't find a knock button. Well, I thought it was a knock button, and it just started like cutting through the side of the ship. But I figured like that's cool because then I'd be in the ship, and here I am. No, but
You know him?
You all are yeah, my friend mine. Yes, we met before. Yeah.
There's no mind flayers on the ship. They're all gone. You don't have to worry about them.
No. Keen still looks like a mind flayer.
Looks like my player.
I'm sticking by my statement.
I let it fall away. I am very confused. Why did he cut a hole in the side of our ship?
Because you found the knock button. Didn't you hear?
What does Keen look like, by the way, from my knowledge?
Keen, describe yourself.
I am Eladrin. I am a dark-skinned elf from the realm of Feywild. I have tattoos on my face of the tribal heritage of the Eternal Court. I hold a glaive in my hand, forged from both the Eladrin and the future and the Geeth.
I remember you. You were the one that was asleep the whole time last time. They liked you, and you were like, werewolves wanted to be like that. I was like a yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good to see you made it, man. Hey, right.
I am quite sure he is speaking another language. I do not understand. But
You were asleep the whole time. This was after the werewolves.
you call him friend.
This was friend. This was Penelope's friend. Who's actually
Penelope, friend, you should know that our Penelope is in grave danger. She is hurt and requires our help immediately. I will let the others fill you in.
Yeah.
And I try to
Yeah,
get some duct tape because I must fix this hole in the wall.
By hurt, he means her soul has been sucked out of her body and placed in a place we don't know about, although we now think it's in Avernus?
Potentially.
How long ago?
About 3 months. It's been a very long trip.
However,
Dungeon
if you
master.
are going back to Avernus,
Yes.
there was something you had of ours. Do you still have it?
In the time that I still near the apparatus when Penelope lost her soul? Like, would I have seen if she was trapped in the
No.
apparatus before I departed?
This happened somewhere else. So
Okay. I just double checking that, like, on the way out, I wasn't like, whoops, you know. Okay.
Is that a soul? Oh.
I'm like, oh no, well, I did not see her near the apparatus when I left. Yes,
The coin.
that thing. Hold on.
Take it
He
back
reaches
into you.
down in his boot and he pulls out a piece of parchment. And he's like, I wanted to make sure that I did not lose this. And I unroll it, and I'm like, Saranthus. I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. Does that ever happen to you when you're?
Yeah.
Do you know comprehend languages? It helps quite a bit.
Well, I mean, I'm comprehending your language right now. Saranthus told me the location of a prison holding Vale in the
Yes.
Gith
Yankee, yes. Gith Yankee, yes.
are trying to open the prison and let the old god loose. Also, under no circumstances, tell them I told you this or turn over the
You might as well just finish it now. I mean,
well, it's just, I feel like you got the gist of the message. And I look down on the back of where I cut through the ship, and the laser beam has carved the star map where I was told the prison was. And I'm like, oh yeah, there, that's the map. There, that's where Vale is. Vale, Vale. What? I don't know that name, but that person is there with the young guy.
Yankee.
Trying to like turn a god loose, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
Probably not good. Could be good. Saranthus likes to kill gods. So there's that.
I mean, who doesn't?
I don't.
Maybe you've just met some nice gods. Wait, speaking of nice gods, where is that nice girl? You said something was wrong with her? I want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I could show you her comatose body, but that sounds kind of creepy. We're really trying to find her soul to put it back.
Torture.
That is odd when you sell it like that. But remember, the last time we met, I was eating werewolf brains, so comatose, and they were comatose then. So proportionately, I feel like we're ahead.
Probably, but we should probably wait until she could actually respond to anything you have to say.
Maybe she might. No, I heard a story once of a princess who was asleep, and all it took was the tears of her true love to awaken her instantly. So, like, maybe that'll work. I don't know. Let's see.
That sounds very unsanitary. Also, do your tears contain her soul? Because that's really the only thing that I can think about.
I don't know that they don't. Let's give it a shot.
Let's hold off on that just a second. But if you want to help us go rescue her soul, then I'm sure she'd be super happy to speak to you once she has her soul back.
Kyra. Can I call you Oki? You have beautiful wings. Beautiful wings. I've been traveling for like a long time. It was actually hard to know how long because there's no like day and night. I just kind of went this way for like a while. And you're telling me that she's like 40 44 feet away from me right now, and you won't let me see her. So could we just...
It's less than not let you see her and more reminding you how creepy that would be, as she is not and I will like position myself slightly out, be like, no, I don't really think that's a good idea. We really don't have her consent, and that's really important. And so I think we should soul first, saying hi later.
Just what is it that you think I'm gonna do? I just want to see her. Like, man, I mean, like, sometimes I might be able to help. I can do things.
Can you bring back her soul?
Maybe. I never tried. I mean, you guys brought my soul back last time. I feel like you're owed. Yeah.
I thought that was the machine.
I do look over at Keen, and I'm like, when you do that, do you get like this taste for like brains?
Yeah. You have experienced this too?
Oh, I've experienced it. Yeah.
It is so weird. I do not understand, but nonetheless, yes, you are correct.
It passes.
I'm going to lean over to Alyndra and say, next time he turns into Mind Flayer, remind me to not stand next to him, okay?
Helms are really wonderful things to perhaps. All right, so.
I almost have the
Oh,
door
look, the hole is fixed. The hole is totally fixed. That's great.
Good for us. Well done.
I just have to solder it shut, and it should hold between the tape. And I have one that is a little bigger.
Oh, well, of course.
My
Oh my god, what is happening? I don't know.
I guess I can just park the ship out there. I didn't want to go back in. That's cool. All right. Hey, great. Because hey, guess what? Good news. I am not trapped in here with you. You guys get to be in here with me.
Okay.
Great.
The door is now fixed and polished.
There's a nice handle and a hinge.
Yeah.
Keen is installed. Little window.
Looks well too. Your hands are full if you're pushing a stroller.
Alyndra, one other thing. Sorry about that whole horrible, nightmare-inducing image dump thing before. Like, I thought it was helping, but I don't think it was helping. Yeah, all of that is still kind of
information and the notes, and also your notes are remarkably thorough. I'm quite impressed.
Oh, I had some time on my hands. Yeah, and now
I'm done.
I would like to. Could someone point me towards Penelope?
All right, fine. Why don't the rest of you go take a look at the chart or whatever, and I'll.
One moment, please, Orkira. Would you please return the coin that we gave you, that you were holding for us when we went in the machine?
Todd, do I still actually have it?
Yeah. You do have it. Yeah. You don't want to do that. Saranthes has given you such wonderful advice up till now.
I lost it. I lost it gambling.
So,
and that's how I got this ship. My thoughts really are like, I've been traveling for weeks and they won't let me see Penelope. Like, why am I just not talking to Penelope?
Wait, can I tell if he's lying or not?
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw versus your DC to control his thoughts beyond that.
Okay. So
you do feel her reaching into your mind.
What's the DC I need to beat?
15.
I got 18.
Oh, harsh.
Shut down.
It's just like, I would really love to see Penelope. That'd be like super great.
I know. about how it went with Penelope, right? Like, we know that she got very attached to that coin. She didn't want to part with it. Like, all of that, right?
Sounds familiar.
Eh.
Any artifact containing a god.
Yeah. I see the drawings of him and Saranthus, and I go, by the way, she's evil-possessed Penelope, nearly killed her and us. Didn't go so well, so I wouldn't trust her if I were you, but just friendly advice. Putting it out there.
I will lock that away in the old noodle.
Excellent. Excellent.
I do. I take the parchment out again and I tear off the bottom part that's like, don't tell them I told you this. And I hand her the rest of the note that's about the Githyanki in the prison and releasing the old god Vale. And I tuck the rest of it back in my boot. Yeah.
Do I notice him doing the ripping
I feel like
at
this
all?
is some kind of commentary also.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I feel like I'm very badly secretive at it. I'm like, yeah, no, cool. All right, there you go. That's for you. The rest of this is me.
I respect that. I respect what he's doing, so I won't call attention to it. Sometimes people need to keep small bits of information safe. I don't begrudge them their own knowledge. I appreciate what he has shared with us, and we'll be on the lookout for anything else.
Orkira, do you trust this little one? I do not know him.
He did help us out a lot.
Very well.
So, all right, you want to see Penelope? Come on, I'll show you where she is. I'll lead him to where we have Penelope. I'd assume she's in like her room. We've got her comfortable. Orkira and Keen have been taking care of her all these months, making sure that she's taken care of. We'll come to the room and she'll be like, as I said, she's not really there. It's just her body right now. I talk to her when I'm taking care of her just in case, but I don't think she can actually hear anything.
The last time I saw you guys, you kind of got like torn into pieces and like raw ka-chow, like it was crazy. Like you guys were in the device and then the apparatus, and then you were like, there was like lots of you and you all went like different directions. And then like when she like came, did she not come back? Is that what happened?
No, this was after that. She drew a deck from the a card from the deck of many things, and it did this. She thought she was gonna get something good to help with other problems, like the whole thing with the god on the world and, you know, world saving stuff. She was trying to save the world, and, you know, you didn't hang out with us too long, but things go badly often. So she was a hero, and now we're gonna try to fix it.
Yeah, I didn't get to know her nearly as well as I would like.
Well, once we find her soul, then that can happen.
The two of you can get to know each other a bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe I could try something that might be able to help.
Like what?
I reach out and I just touch her hand. And I would like to try and use Gaze of Two Minds, which would theoretically allow me to perceive through her senses. I'm interested to see if I can detect anything about what she's actually experiencing.
Whoa.
DM curveball.
Hey.
That's all the
You
show
should have been
is.
here last week.
17th one of the day.
That's the new name of the show, everyone. We have a reboot coming at the end of October. It's called DM Curveball.
Sorry,
Gaze of Two
DM
Minds.
curveball and the
Player's
curveball.
Handbook. Yep. Player's Handbook 111 if you got the book.
Oh my gosh.
It depends. I mean, really, it depends on what's actually happening to her, whether or not this is going to work, but I figure it's worth a shot.
You
I like where this is headed.
He's at least mulling. That's always a good bad
Yeah.
sign.
Mhm.
It's always a good
I don't
bad
just-
thing.
You see a suit of armor walking almost mechanically through a glaive, and it's holding a tiny shard, a crystal shard, and inside of it you're seeing everything through this. So everything that you're looking at is kind of fractured by looking through this crystal, and the soul of Penelope Half Pint is inside this crystal. As this weird suit of armor continues to walk, and as it walks through the glaive, you see a tall stone tower. And it opens the door and slowly walks up the winding staircase. And when it gets to the top, you see an old wizened wizard behind a stone desk, unblinking, unemotional. And the suit of armor lays the crystal down on top of the desk. And just stands back up. And this unblinking wizard just stares straight ahead. You think you can almost see dust on his skin and even on the pupils of his eyes. And he says, 4 to go. That's what you see.
I basically keep this for just around. So I assume that's more or less the end of it, right?
Yep.
Because I'm blinded and deafened during this time, but can I still talk to basically be narrating to them?
Yes.
But I very much am like, oh, okay, oh no, all right, okay, there's a suit armor, okay, and there's a crystal. I think her soul crystal exists. That's cool. That's cool. And there's a glade, and there's a tower. Oh, a tower, and like spook wizard guy that's not blinking, and he's got the crystal. And he said 4 to go. Does that mean anything to you guys?
What does the crystal look like?
And what does the suit of
I actually
armor
cannot
look
hear
like?
you until I come back. So, I guess when I come back, go ahead.
When he comes back, I want to ask. I'm trying to find out. Does this suit of armor look like Rend?
No.
He is good at pictures. We give him parchment to make pictures of the things that he has seen.
You, Alyndra, have never seen this suit of armor before.
Okay.
Can I attempt to use minor illusion to duplicate what I saw?
Yeah, you can make it talkie. For those of you who aren't ancient, that's a silent film.
Which is not as stupid a name as movie. We just accept it. We're like, what a low bar, honestly, too.
Oh God, the embarrassment of us.
When I make the illusion though, on the suit of armor, I put like a pronounced like mean face, like in the crystal, I put like little sad anime eyes on the crystal. I'm like, yeah, that's what I saw. And then he went to this tower, and I try and give him the tower. And it's probably like larger than I really saw it, like kind of like tilted, almost like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then there was this guy inside, and I try and show them the wizard. And I try and get his face right, but the desk is like bigger than it should be, type thing, and like he's huge. And I'm like, and he gave the crystal to this guy, and he said 4 more to go. And there.
Have we seen any of these people before?
Yeah. Does that match anyone?
Well, you know it. Does
I know
anyone know it? If you do know it, speak up.
This is the guy, Keen. That's the guy who gave us our first mission. It's the one who sent us to capture Rend, right?
I did not know that person, so I have never seen them.
No, you came afterwards, and by the time we got back to the town, it was everybody had been taken by the Kuatoa, and you know the rest.
That suit of armor.
That suit
And
of
that
armor.
old
And that
and
old
that
man.
castle.
Yeah,
Is that back in the Vale?
back in the Vale.
Oh, yes.
We have to return to the Vale.
Right.
Can we not go back to the Shadowfell?
When I hear
We
them
can.
say it's in the Vale, we have to go back to the Vale, I just say, all right, Penelope, I'm gonna bring you back. And I turn and try and get back to my ship. I gotta go to the Vale, find this guy. I'll just sneak in, pick the crystal. You won't see a thing. I'm very
Why
much
don't
like
you
talking
just
out loud. While
Stay with
like,
us. I kind of put my hand on his shoulder, which is quite low for me because I'm significantly taller than he is. Why don't you just stay with us for now?
Yeah, we're gonna go
with.
after.
We're gonna go
No,
look at Penelope, and you can help. Clearly, you're incredibly helpful, and we appreciate that. And stay with us.
Yes, I would like that. I would like to go, and I pull my sword out, and when I do, it actually, like, for a split second, it erupts with, like, ice, like, and then kind of, like, dissipates, and I'm like, I know, I look small, but trust me, I know with this thing, okay?
Right when he does
Yeah.
it, the entire ship starts to shake uncontrollably. The walls themselves vibrate to such an extent that you feel like the bones in your teeth are about to pop out.
No, we get it. You're super strong. You don't have to keep doing that. Thanks. No, we totally trust you.
Alarms go off all over the ship, and there's warning lights just popping up left and right.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note that don't also draw my blade dramatically because terrible things happen.
Are these
Alyndra,
alarms
you-
we've ever heard of?
Nope. Alyndra, you see that there's something wrong with the source of magic in this ship.
Oh.
That is either fractured or exploded.
Oh,
What?
that's not good.
I
Is
look
there
outside.
Any way
Do
to repair it?
Well, you're not sure. This is not your area of expertise even after 3 months. You know where it is. The source of magic is a very large crystal sphere. It's about 8 feet by 8 feet.
Oh,
and it's just
right.
exploded?
Yeah. Well, something's wrong with it. That's what you know.
Can I try and diagnose what's going on, or
Not through the controls, but maybe if you get to it, you can. But
yeah.
the frequency of the alarms, this is increasing every second, faster and faster and faster at a higher
Freely,
pitch.
can we all fit on your ship? This will be squished, but
I think he kind of just like walled it off, like it's on the other side of the wall. I can't like get to this.
There's a door. Can you put a door?
there's
Did you see the door? There's a door.
I
it's-
did put hinges on the left side, and they are stainless steel. I am quite proud of my work.
Can't reach
It's very
that.
nice.
Oh, I mean, if
It's
we're
amazing.
capable
In every
of,
reality, Keen, you managed to be a Mr. Fix-It.
yeah,
I am learning.
Doors, all of it. Quite impressive.
If I check out a window, do I see anything? Do I see what's causing more alarms?
No, you don't see it.
It's this magic source.
Let us go to the magic source then.
You do see suddenly weird whispers. The ship goes up several degrees.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you say that again?
No. You hear weird whispers, and the temperature increases in the ship by about 10 degrees.
Whispers?
in my boot, I squeeze my little halfling toes around the coin because I do that where I have it kept. And in my head, I'm like, magic lady, if we all die out here, we're not any good to anybody. I'm just trying to get Penelope back, please. Any suggestions?
Fine.
No, this is in my head.
Oh, well, you hear a voice in your head. She is here.
She is here.
This is all inside my head, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys, do the words "she is here" mean anything to anybody here? Like, mean anything?
That means someone's here, but you're gonna have to be way more specific than that.
I wish it were.
I would go get Penelope.
Yeah, I was
Make sure that she's not alone.
Yeah, I run back to Penelope also.
Okay.
Yeah.
You run over to
We got
Penelope,
Penelope.
who's going towards the giant crystal.
Where did you hear that? And have you been talking to someone? Really?
I just like every once in a while I get like this like insight, you know, like from the time I was young, like every once in a while things are just like, hey, Freely, go do that, and I'm like, okay, and it works out. It just works out.
I can understand that. And
If they're heading back to Penelope and Alyndra is heading towards the control center, I'll go with Alyndra so she's not alone. Well, we gotta go find her, see what's going on.
Actually, I can use clairvoyance. I've been in that room before, so I would be able to pop that into the control room and see what's going on. If that's going to be enough. If it's not going to be enough,
at that moment, there is a burst of this black, almost necrotic energy that just fills all of Alyndra's eyes as her mouth opens, and you just hear screaming. Just horrible screaming of like 1,000 voices.
Oh, not good, not good. I'll grab her and I'll shake her a little bit, and if that doesn't snap her out of it, I'll lesser restoration.
Okay.
It's been a little while since
we've been
Can
there.
we hear Alyndra scream? And also, what does Alyndra screaming like 1,000 demons screaming sound like when being shaken?
How did I become the sound cue? Like,
because you're so good at it.
Oh gosh, my neighbors are gonna hate me so much.
I can do more brain eating noises if that's what you prefer.
Let's see.
Or she screams in such a high pitch that it's out of human hearing, but Orkira can hear it. And so what you're gonna hear on the microphone is just silence, but it's this horrifying scream.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Or it could be just
not blow out ears.
Oh!
Or it's that.
I think it's all of the above in one.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Like,
and then when the Alyndra and then lesser restoration. I don't know if it'll work.
Okay.
That's been her
Pops
go-to.
her out. No, it pops her out of it.
What?
That
Why are you shaking?
it's been a very long time since
Stop.
that happened. No, you went black eyes and you were screaming and things were really bad and it was horrible. Don't.
I didn't even get a
What's going on in there?
Saranthus.
All right. Where are you?
Well, we were on our way to the control room. This room. We stopped so she could do the clairvoyance. And things went bad. What'd you say? Did you see anything, or did you just start?
I described what I saw, if I saw anything, but I didn't really need to see much at that point. If I'm having those visions, there's only one cause. And that's Saranthus, and that means Freely's lying. Or she's back somehow else.
Okay.
She caused it. It's her army, and she's reuniting them again.
Because we didn't have enough problems. All right, let's go find him, and we got to get him to stop or tell us what's going on, because I don't want to end up in a small ship with just him if he's the cause of this. And I'll head back to where they are with Penelope.
Okay.
Wait, Orkira.
Yeah?
Could he already be possessed?
I mean, it would be par for the course for us, wouldn't it?
True.
There's only one way to find out.
I
All
will
the lights
message.
in the ship, there's an explosion, this wave of energy, and all the lights in the ship go out.
I'm gonna message Keen with an update on what we've just discovered. So Keen is in the loop on that.
We can't hear you, Keen. Your fear has silenced you.
I relay it to who is ever with me.
That's
Who's
me.
with you is the
Is
no.
Freely, who is the one who we're saying is probably possessed.
I do not relay it
We
freely.
believe you are possessed.
Do you know
I-
that Freely is possessed?
I grab Penelope and be prepared to make a move to wherever we need to.
Since I'm nimble, when we come into the room, I actually want to swoop past him and pick her up because I'm surprisingly strong. And I'm like, I got you, baby. We're getting out of here. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. And I start heading towards my ship. I'm like, we're gonna go. We're gonna get. I'm just saying all of this out loud. I'm like, we're gonna go. We're gonna get your soul back. I'm gonna talk to this crazy wizard person, and we're gonna fix it. And then we're gonna hang out, and then we'll like tell some stories, and it's gonna be cool. I'm sure you've had a lot of interesting things that happen, and I'm really looking forward to hearing it all. I'm just like making my way through the
Talks
hall.
as much as me. Love it.
But this my
I
internal
follow.
monologue is very much my external monologue.
We're rushing
As-
there. Do we catch them as they're leaving this room?
Yeah, you see Freely just running with Penelope Half-Pint down a hallway. And as you're trying to get to him, you see on the control panels Walton stabbing all of the controls with his spear, laughing maniacally, cackling. Oh, this is fun. This is the very fun
Walton?
thing to do.
Walton, what are you
I
doing?
wonder what this button does. Stab, stab, stab,
Walton.
stab, stab. What?
Walton, what are you doing?
What?
Why are you destroying the
stabbing.
controls?
I don't like you. Leave me alone.
No.
Yes.
No.
Uh,
And I'll
you
send
cannot
a
tell me
mage
what to
hand-
do. I'm going to destroy
send
this
him-
ship.
I
as
send
I'm-
a mage hand over to pick him up and hold
No.
him,
No, giant glowy hand, get off me.
and I'm gonna
Not
flip
leaving
him into my fanny pack of holding in a pocket, like away from the rest of
No,
the
do
gear.
not put me in your
And I
fanny.
can seal him off.
No, I do not like
No,
this.
you cannot do that. We are going
will
to have a
stop.
conversation once Penelope is back.
Next to Penelope, where
As
I'm
Penelope's
running
body
by-
was, you see Walton climb up. Sorry, why are you yelling at me?
What did you just put into the bag?
What did I just push into the bag?
I did not put anything in the bag. What bag?
I take the hand and I pull out the thing I put into the bag.
It's Walton.
We
as
have the
I'm running
Waltons with
by,
us?
I
The
look at
lights-
Kane and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I'm
No, go
I'm
ahead.
still running, but I look at Kane and I'm like, I believe in you. You can figure this out. Bardic inspiration. Look,
You
I
get
don't
to your
see any of
ship.
this because I'm going to be following him. You're not
Yeah.
running off with this body. So I miss all the Walton stuff and just like, hey, no.
All right. You
Penelope
get as
will
far
kill
as
us if
your
we
ship.
don't bring Walton, so then I guess it's mage hand in the same house.
You're putting.
Later
You grab the
problem,
other
later
one.
problem.
Good Walton and evil Walton can duke it out.
That's nothing wrong. We have always been
You two are
friends. and usually
troublemakers. I
competent.
don't have time to
Right.
deal with either of you right now. So Penelope will kill us if we don't bring you. So you're going in the pouch, and we will deal with you later. Now behave, or I will get Griff to come
Okay,
in there
there
and
is
separate
currently
you
a
forcibly.
fanny pack Walton death match occurring on
There
the
it
belt
is.
of Alyndra
My
Sarrbarand.
hip is occasionally like
What is
poking.
happening?
Just spears everywhere.
No.
Um,
I reach and I
freely,
take out their
right to the
spears.
door,
They're like the
and you're
size of
just like-
toothpicks.
What insane person would make a door like this? Like, there's a knob, you have to crank, and you have to make sure it gets to like the Eladrin symbol for friend, and then you have to like move a chain off of it, off the wall, and then you have to set the clock to 13, and then it finally like opens.
No,
and
by
I'm
then
gonna
I've
try
already
to-
grabbed him by the scruff and pulled him back and gone, no. Don't
Just
make
scolding
me
mother.
cast Zone of Truth. What is going on?
You get a tap on your shoulder.
Me?
Yes.
I'm still holding on to him, and I go, what? I don't look away.
I don't know what happens.
Sup, dorks?
That makes me turn around.
Yeah. Describe yourself.
I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I'm assuming that you see Neverember with dark black eyes, and she's almost like constantly drooling.
Is she undead?
No, she's alive.
But I'm
All right.
still holding the other Penelope, right?
Yes, you are.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna look down at Neverember. I'm gonna sigh, and I'm gonna be, we're trying to deal with one problem at a time, and we thought we already dealt with you. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on her.
Okay.
So that's a Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
Do I add anything? What is it? What was it? A what check?
So wisdom saving throw.
A Wisdom saving.
Oh, wisdom 14 plus 3, 17. What was it again?
It is 15. You beat it.
Oh.
All right.
Nice try. Not gonna work.
Well, that's the second time nothing's worked on you.
I cast Hold Person.
Give me a wisdom
like
saving throw.
Okay.
I
play
have
that
foreseen
game?
this moment. Having seen Evil Walton, I knew something was up. I have foreseen this moment. It's a 15 on the die, and then go ahead and modify.
Well, you have to
That-
be close enough. They're in a different section of the ship.
Am
so
I not
unless
close
you're
enough
with
to
them.
yet?
No, you're like
okay.
where
Then I do not see this moment.
no,
Okay.
you
I
do not
know.
foresee this particular moment.
They're rolling dice, but while this exchange is happening, naturally stealthy, I'm like, I'm leaving. Like, I hide. I
With a
hide and
body.
Get on the ship with Penelope. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna be
you
not
know
here.
there's a chance he's possessed, and you're just letting him run away with Penelope?
No,
Lots happening.
I am following, but I am waiting for my turn.
I rolled a 17. What's your DC?
Not that. You good. You're good. You good.
I look back at you and I say, all right, we could do this all day, or, and I'm going to breathe in her face if it's my turn again.
Oh my god.
All right.
I cast absorb
I will
elements.
say,
I cast absorb elements.
oh my. Okay, go and
I
roll.
wasn't-
Roll your.
Well,
Are you just
no.
breathing
I
in my
wasn't.
face?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm not doing the fire breath.
Oh.
I'm doing the other breath.
Oh.
Yeah, because
All
I'm.
right.
What type is it? Because what type of damage would it be?
It's not damage. You, if it's my turn, I breathe. It's a DC 13 Strength saving throw, and if you fail, then you're just strength-based attack rolls have disadvantage, strength checks, and strength saving throws for a minute. So it's
Okay.
not damage. It's because the next thing I was going to do is try to tackle her to the floor.
Yeah, I fail.
Okay,
All right.
so you have disadvantage on strength-based attacks, strength checks, and strength saving throws for 1 minute.
You hear a great deal of commotion down the hallway and lots of screaming and confusion, and you think you hear Penelope Half-Pint's voice, but it's really creepy. The Waltons are continuing to fight some epic battle as you see this pouch just being stabbed at the entire time, just floating around. And it's hard to even, you have to like fasten your belt every once in a while just to keep the belt on you. And you see this weird spell, like you see Orkira Eldritch try. You see, Penelope Half-Pint try. No, Orkira Eldritch try to cast a holding spell, and then it gets just kind of blocked by Penelope Half-Pint. Then Penelope Half-Pint casts the same spell, and then it just gets it just bounces off of Orkira at the same time, and now Orkira just blows gas out of her mouth right into the face of Penelope Half-Pint. While you see Freely get inside of his tiny little ship, and close the door.
Oh, I don't know. I don't. I don't
him
close
this
the door.
entire time.
Okay.
I don't close. I'm not trying to leave them. I'm just trying. I'm trying to get Penelope to safety. I'm not trying to leave them.
Okay.
I will accompany him to make sure, because I do not know him, but he is carrying my friend.
Is never is not of this plane, correct? Not of this world.
Technically, yes.
All right. I go up to her. I put my hand on her shoulder, and I say, "It's terrible to see you again." And I cast banishment.
What does she have to roll?
Charisma 15 save.
Okay.
That's a fail.
Penelope Neverember just gets banished and disappears. And as she disappears, you hear like the kind of the like ghostly screams, and you can peer into the Shadowfell for a moment.
The waste of a breath weapon, and I'll get up and turn towards Freely and Keen and the body of our friend and say, "All right, answers now. Alarms."
I take
Penelope
both Waltons out of my pocket and I hold them up.
The Waltons?
One of these has answers.
I do not. I was a thief. I had too much cheese.
Are there?
I'm
There's
looking at
two of
Freely.
them.
There's two Waltons, yeah.
Wait. Divine sense. Is either of them evil or fiendish?
Yeah. The one in her left hand.
I'm like clipping in Penelope. I'm like, no, it's fine. Also, that one in your left hand's a bad one. And no, we're gonna be good. We're gonna go look for a ride.
I give the good one to. I set it free to go off with Penelope or wherever it wants to go.
No, that's fine. I only have like 8 stab wounds. Thank you. I appreciate that. Next time, I don't know who you are. I will throw you into a gladiator pit. It will be very fun to watch.
I give Walton a healing word.
I have a healing word for you as well. But this is a good, clean show.
I've never blessed because I can do that.
I'm fine. Do you ever bless me again? No, I don't want your kind of blessing.
That's the
I feel like we're losing track of what's important here.
Yeah,
some of us also agree with you.
So evil one has answers. And I have the mage.
We came here to help, and then you banished my Penelope. But I got a little sidetracked with trying to destroy the ship. But we were sent to assist you.
Assist who?
You, the heroes of the Vale.
By destroying our ship.
That was on me. I got a little excited, and the pit fiend sent Penelope Neverember through. I mean, it is yes, understandably, not the most ideal thing, but sent her through your crystal power sphere, and that was the best way to get her from Avernus into your plane. So we apologize for that, but you already banished her, so I don't even know where she is now. I feel like this is just a big misunderstanding.
So she's back where she came from, and she actually might be. Let me see something.
There's not much misunderstanding that can happen when you're destroying our ship.
I
still have
that sounds sound to me. Yes.
Undo the banishment. So if I don't want her right now, she's kind of hovering between. I have a minute before she's permanently banished to the other plane.
Is that the reading on banishment?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if the target's
you have
the
to
difference-
concentrate on it for a full minute in order to get them to stay there. So
Oh, interesting.
otherwise, if you
So
during
Meanwhile-
fights,
63 seconds then.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Penelope Neverember, you are in the creepiest mind flare ship floating in the void, and you are running from illithids, but they're vampiric illithids of some horrible experiment gone wrong. And so you're running through tunnels, and as rough as Avernus is, these are naked mind flayers that are running on all fours, chasing you with their tentacles sharp and pointy, trying to get the only brain on the ship, which is yours.
Gosh, my brain isn't even that good. Gosh, you guys are gross.
Jeez.
Wish I were home. I wish I were home. Send me somewhere else. Why? They're so evil. Everything's so evil.
All right, you drop the banishment.
Do we want her back? Do we think she's actually here to help, or do we think she's trying to kill us?
If we have that conversation, it's going to take longer than 60 seconds.
Has she not already destroyed part of the ship through her actions?
Yeah.
No, that was Walton. That was
Is Walton belonging to her?
Yes.
Okay. First off,
Well,
no.
belonging isn't a relative term, but is a familiar or a friend of hers. You don't have very long to decide. We need to make a decision right now.
If you're thinking about it, bring her back. We can always try to banish her again if this is a mistake.
Or kill her if she is evil.
Be a keen, not a mean. You know, it's that's what I always say. This is the thing I say all the time. We have
What
a
is
saying
it,
in
thing?
hell. I forget what it is, but it's a good saying, and it would be very pertinent to this moment.
This is. I have a feeling this is bad news, but all right, I will drop.
Probably.
If that's
Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Yes, yes.
I'm going to start to
bring her back,
growl at
bring her
evil
back.
Walton and be like, you quiet.
Can we prepare
You
some
look
sort of
like
something to hold
you know,
her?
from down here, Orkira, at the right angle. You look like a giant monster, like a giant dragon monster. I cannot think of the name right now, but you remind me of I don't know, some kind of giant lizard who can spray fire. I can't think of the name.
That's because I am, and I'm going to step on you.
Okay, well, all right. Some people are. That's fine.
You know, I can set a snare. Yeah, I can go ahead and set a snare. So when rapier is held up, down, like by an ankle kind of thing. It doesn't harm her; it just holds her in place.
Okay.
So when the banishment ends, that goes.
Bring her
No,
back.
never. You are faced with just
Cassie
all of
has 1
these
minute. I can-
vampiric mind flares on the ceiling, the walls, and the floor, all at the same time. You cast any spells?
Okay, all right. I'm refreshing.
Hello? What's happening?
Broke the game.
We lost you, Todd, for a minute, so we're all refreshing.
That's how terrible those
Yeah.
mind players are.
They're
No,
getting to it.
Bill, you don't know how to hear this.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun.
There you go. Much better.
Refresh twice.
Okay.
Well, every time we do mind flares, this is what happens. This is what happens when you get mind flare.
Every time. That's true.
They get in the system. They get in your head.
Yeah, they get into your live streaming
They
deck.
get into your wireless.
So all of these mind flares
Pardon.
are all these vampiric naked mind flares are all crawling over the ceiling and the walls and everything, coming at Penelope Neverember. What do you do?
Casting wall of fire around myself.
Okay.
If I'm gonna burn your arm.
Just a wall of flame, and this is like there's no gravity in the ship, so the fire just looks like a ocean wave of flame just exploding from around you, burning the ship, setting all the Illithids on fire, and they scream as they've seen the first light that they've seen in maybe years. Alyndra, what are you doing?
I'm dropping the banishment, yes.
Okay.
So the snare, I don't have time to set it, so I won't use that. I will just drop the banishment.
All right. Penelope Neverember suddenly appears in the primaterial plane and leaves the Shadowfell, and she is just kind of kneeling and smoking. There is just like you can smell the scent of burning octopus-like flesh. And
Smells like calamari.
yeah.
Anyone else hungry?
I'm sorry. I'll be good. I'll be good. Just don't do that again. Don't do that again, okay? I promise I'll be good. Now, where's my Walton?
I am your Watson, and she ran to squish me with her foot.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
The big toothy one with the horns and the wings.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You were kind.
I'll go and I just grab Walton, put him on my shoulder. And like I point like up at Orkira and just like, no.
No.
And I just glare down at her. I'm so done.
She will. You do not mess with Alyndra. I mean, Penelope. You don't mess with Alyndra either. She's so tall.
You don't mess with Alyndra either. Would you like to go back in the bag? Because that can be arranged.
Don't you dare put my Walton into a bag.
Why are you here?
Because I have to be. Okay? I mean, I'm here to help you guys. I have to find Penelope.
Why?
Aren't you nosy? You're pretty nosy.
Yes.
Do you want
See
my
the big
help or
snout?
not?
I also encountered similar treatment when I arrived. Hi. I sort of like run my fingers through my hair, and I'm like, I gotta say that I actually kind of thought about, whoa, what if there was two Penelopes? But I didn't think it was gonna be like this. Hi, hello, hi. I divine sense.
Who's this short drink of water? What? Hi.
I hope you're not the bad girls.
To my divine sense, does she register as evil or fiendish?
Oh yeah.
I very slowly come forward and I'm like, I'm freely. I met the other you, and I kind of been traveling across space and time to find her. And the last time we met, I was kind of like, I was like torn into little pieces like this. And I think maybe that's what happened here. And hi, maybe I can help you while we help her. Because I think you right now are missing something, but I want to help you. Hi.
Penelope gets everything good.
I mean, you've got me right now. Hi, hello, hi. So you want to help? What?
That's right.
How can you help? Because I think we're stuck on this hellish vessel that might be about to explode, and we got to go somewhere and get a crystal with a soul from a mean man who looks like this, and I summon the illusion of the magician again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, then
Super
we
spill
have something to do. We must go now.
First,
Yeah,
you need to tell us how you're planning to help.
Oh, every
We
time
were
we
working
gotta
on
do
this
Whether we're
something.
building.
keeping you here or not.
You guys had so many questions. We gotta like do stuff. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I agree with the short guy. Let's go.
How
Trust me.
how do we get there?
Oh yes, trust you. That's gone well for us in the past.
Todd, would I have any insight from my source on where to go or how to get there?
Oh yeah, you know exactly how to get not only to the Enter Vale, but to Avernus. You know all the back roads.
Then let me be your guide. I am a druid after all. I have a very good sense of direction.
Direction through space and time.
With my sources, yes.
And who might we ask are your sources?
You cannot ask that. All
Well,
right.
we certainly
You
can
just
answer.
did.
You don't have to answer.
So, Todd, what can I do to give us a route?
Depends on where you want to go.
I believe we need to go to Avernus first. No, we need to.
So we think that Penelope is currently trapped in a crystal, correct? That's the current line of thinking in the Vale. We need to get to the Vale.
The illusion of the man with the suit of armor carrying the crystal. I'm like, yeah. This guy, he's got her. I saw
All
her.
right.
Where is that crystal?
Oh, shoot. Okay, I send a message to Orkira and to Keen that I think that the halfling with the mechanic is probably the real Freely, and this is probably a fake Freely who's Saranthus, and we're probably screwed.
Offended and halfling.
Oh, I'm so using that.
I do look at Penelope and I say, so I met like the other Penelope. I don't know if she's a real Penelope. I don't want to be rude. And like a complicated time. And if you're gonna help me get her back, that's cool. But if I could just ask a favor, just like a favor, don't do anything that makes me have to like hurt you, because I don't want to. Please, thank you.
Never.
Thank you.
She just gives you this glare. With, I mean, the smile. It's a smile. It's a smile.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's not convincing. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Look, I need Penelope just as much as you guys.
Why do you
So to
need
the-
Penelope?
To the Nunter Vale?
Why do you need Penelope?
Todd, I will do the thing. We're going to the Nature Vale.
Julie.
If I see her head towards the controls, I do close the door. Like, and away we go! Slam!
I have a feeling this isn't happening through the ship.
No, dimension door opens up and everyone. First off, what do you do, Penelope Neverember?
I've never opened a dimension door before. I suppose that she would use her foot to like draw a circle on the ground, and then she taps the floor twice.
Okay. And you tap the floor twice, and the floor of the ship literally, almost as if it was always a door, kind of cracks open and slowly lowers, and there's a glowing light.
If I could have just
That
teleported,
fills
I
with
wouldn't have had
liquid.
to. I wouldn't have had to spend months in space. I didn't think to check the floor for a door.
Oh my gosh.
So there is now some kind of portal, perhaps, to the Nintervale open in the ship.
I begin
And-
unhooking the like seatbelts I'd put on the other Penelope, and I'm like, all right, taking the direct route. All right, no problem. Gonna get you back and get that crystal back. You're gonna be fine.
Kind of just look at everybody and just there's blank stares, and I just say,
Oh,
"What
it's
are
not
you?
been a blank stare.
Abyssal chickens." And I'm
I've
just gonna
been
fall in.
glaring at you the whole time. There's not been a blank stare. For the last couple of minutes as we've been discussing, I look like any moment now I'm just going to open my jaws and bite you.
Oh my god.
And I would support you in this.
I have foreseen this biting.
Yeah.
I've foreseen this biting.
Penelope Neverember jumps into the portal with Evil Walton, who gives you a very particular finger gesture, but only has 4 fingers.
As soon as she's gone, Orkira's going to say, we could just walk away from this portal right now.
That's true. What would happen if she's loose in the veil?
The same thing as wherever she's going to be loose, wherever else she's going to be.
I scoop up Penelope and I'm like, I thought you guys were supposed to be your friends. And the evil wizard man has her soul in a crystal in a tower with the armored person in the Vale. And that's where this goes, right? So I feel like the path is pretty clear.
Lead on.
I'm like,
Okay.
What do you do, Freely?
I edge close to, like, I don't want them to, like, think I'm, like, just trying to, like, leap in and, because I don't want to get attacked. But I'm very much like, so we're going to go
I put my
get her
hand
soul
on his
back.
shoulder. Where she goes, I go. She saved me once. I will never abandon her. Let us go.
Oh, good. All right. Jump.
And I go with him.
All right. Freely pops into the portal, as does Keen. That leaves Alyndra and Orkira Eldritch.
So if I summon the Phoenix when I'm there, do you think I could just get everybody? And then I'll walk into the portal.
Oh my god.
She's not happy.
Nope.
That's just the darkest thing it's ever said on the show.
She's
That
super
is
not happy.
The office equivalent of burn the whole place down.
I burned the Vale down.
I could just burn the entire Vale down right now.
I could just
Nope.
I just need my stapler. I
Just
just
want my
need my
book.
Penelope back. I just need
just want my
Penelope. That's all.
That was
just-
my Penelope. That was my
No more
had my name on
gods.
it.
They think you. And then she'll walk in.
Then I'm going to burn Faerun.
One plane at a time.
Just one play at a time. A new show on D&D Beyond.
A sequel to one problem at a time. The solution, you might say.
Yeah.
All right. Does Alyndra also jump through the portal?
Alyndra goes and she gathers up Freely's notes from the walls.
Oh.
And she puts them into her book. Anything written that she can gather. And she looks around once more, memorizing the ship, the controls. Here we go again. And she walks through.
All right. You pass through the portal. And all of you are surrounded by a column of pure white light. And you're almost blinded for a second as if you're moving through some strange tunnel. And as it dissipates, you find yourselves all standing in the ruins of a town, once a silver mine, in the Ninter Vale.
Does this place look familiar?
It looks very familiar. You
Wait,
see...
this isn't Fallcrest? This is the other town?
This is the other town.
I must verify. I go look for my gold tree.
So the town has been repaired. There are dwarves and humans in the town, and it appears that the mine is now functioning again. And people in the courtyard are very shocked to see the heroes of the Vale return. And are just like, are you gods?
No.
No.
Where's
Yes.
Neverember?
Neverember's right there. Who said
I
yes?
do not want.
Oh,
Somebody
Oh.
asks you, you always say yes.
are you one of the old Ninter Vale gods, or are you from another plane of existence? My liege, my holiness.
I do. Well, right now from where I am, do I see the tower I saw in my vision anywhere
No.
when I shared? I'm like, I have come to bless you anew. But first, you must prove your worth by telling me where a black tower stands near here. It And I kind of like shift Penelope to one shoulder, and I summon the illusion again. Like, it looks like this.
Oh, that's
Does the tower match the description of the Bagworld Obsidian Tower?
No, it's not black.
Okay.
It's gray. Yeah, he's getting the details off, and that's what happens when you play telephone.
Okay.
but
Just
it
check.
still looks.
I
like
was only kind of paying attention. I was like, get to the part with Penelope, you know. But that's my best recollection, is that was what it looked like.
Keen Day of Breath, you see slightly on the hill, on the outskirts of this once ruined silver mine, a grave.
I go
Covered
to this
in-
grave. I remember this place. I dug this for Averin, the Averin that I knew. I go there.
You find a tree growing right next to it. And you see a single gold coin hanging off of one branch.
He was right. I will take this fruit and replant it another place. Pull it down.
Do you have an investigation check?
I do. $18.
This grave is completely undisturbed.
As it should be. And as I thought, I never trusted that other one that always pops up all over the place. I sit with my friend who died in this place for a while, and I tell him of the craziness that is currently going on, what he has missed. I tell him that there's another like him. I tell him that perhaps he even has a daughter. Or not. I cannot begin to understand with all the timelines and things that I've heard, but I tell him that I miss our friend from so long ago. But I will keep his memory alive by continuing to plant trees of gold.
A single raven flies over to the tree and lands and caws at you.
Shut up, I am talking.
It caws back and flies off.
Always something, as I was saying. And I continue.
As it
But
flies
I take
off.
pause for a moment.
Okay.
In the Feywild, there weirder things have happened. I take a moment to see if it lands somewhere nearby.
No, it flies over freely, and it flies over Never Ember, and it does poop right onto Walton.
He had it coming.
Oh, dirty flying rat! Oh my god!
Oh my god. Wait, which Walton was that?
Evil Walton.
Oh, no. That bird's gonna get it.
No.
So your spirit is still with us.
Wasn't the tower with the wizard outside of Falcrest? The other town.
I do believe so. I look at my Averin coin that's on my neck. Is it normal? Is it wonky?
How
Is
so?
it? I mean, does it look like it's normal? Does it have anything different about it?
It doesn't have anything different about it, but you sense a disturbance at this grave.
Hmm. Something's
in
wrong
there.
here.
There are a lot of things wrong here.
He doesn't die. I send a message to him. Are you all right? Nothing.
There's a long, quiet pause. Well, 4 to go.
Alyndra?
She broken?
Well,
I swear it wasn't me.
we're all at fault. Where's this tower? Oh, great. Druid guide of ours.
I would actually like to activate Gaze of Two Minds again on the Penelope I'm holding
Right?
and look again to
You-
see if
Oh, yeah. You
I don't think
you
we
see
should-
this unblinking old man just staring forward, and there's the crystal on the stone desk. But
So-
the hollowed and the suit of armor is no longer there in the room with him.
I have since read the complete spell, and I can extend it if I keep spending my actions.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to make any sort of perception check for any sort of clues to where this is? Like if I can see anything out the window, if I can see.
Yeah, you
yeah.
can. Yeah, you can see from through the forest and the foliage. You can get general bearings of where that tower is.
And
Absolutely.
natural 20 on my perception, by the way.
Wow.
So I'm like,
Do you have
Cheers.
any other weird abilities as well?
lots.
I'm sorry I asked everyone.
Weird abilities to accomplish what? Because I have a number of things. What I mean, am I trying to
Perception wise.
any senses she possesses, I currently possess. So even I guess anything, even if the crystal's affecting her perception in any way, like whatever she's capable of, I'm capable of at this exact second. I have my divine sense.
Oh,
I think that's my only other like perception based thing, I believe.
and tell me what divine sense can do.
I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell. I can know the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
There is something very evil and sort of undead at the base of the tower, underneath the tower.
Do I know where it is?
You know it's under the tower. That's about it. You can sense its general direction.
Do I detect anything else telling about this like room or like anything that I can just see? Like this, is there any parchments, papers, seals, maps?
No, this is. You look at the stone, and it's like the stone. This was artifice. The stones themselves are made out of a wall of stone spell. This construct of a wizard is an automaton. All of this seems on closer inspection to be fake. He's not breathing.
I guess you guys see me just sort of standing there looking around, and then like eyes roll back in my head, and I just start recounting all of this. I'm like, okay, so I can see the guy, but I don't think that guy's real. Actually, I think it's like a show. There's something bad at the base of this tower, real bad. Out the window, I can kind of see, and I just do whatever landmarks I and like hills, trees. I see that mountain,
Yeah.
When the armor's not there anymore, I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay. The wizard's not blinking. I don't think the wizard's real though. I think so. Whatever's really happening is at the bottom of the tower, but the crystal with their souls at the top of the tower. So maybe I can just like sneak in, just like grab it. Maybe we don't have to do anything terrible. Oh, okay.
Is he having a panic attack right now? Is he okay?
From his
Amazing
description, do I
anyone talks so
recognize?
much.
Yeah.
Do I recognize where this is?
You recognize it like 3 seconds into it until all the other
So-
describers.
It's back in Fallcrest,
Yeah.
like outside of the. Okay. Yeah, that's where the tower was. Yeah, he didn't blink the first time. Yeah, the armor was creepy. That all checks out.
I come
He
back
was not
after I've seen-
particularly our enemy the first time. Would he receive us now, or do we suspect that we will have to deal with him in a more violent manner?
Sounds like he'll receive us because he.
You will.
Very good. But we should be prepared for war nonetheless.
Well, according to those landmarks, I know
Always.
exactly where to go. Let's go. I'll lead him on.
We do not hesitate.
I will follow. I know where to go as well.
Do I
Alright.
know anything about what he was trying to do?
Who?
Averin.
Trying to become immortal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we gonna bother to follow the path through the stone archways, through the woods, the whole thing?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but important point of clarification. When I heard the words "for to go," did the armor say it? Did the wizard say it, or did some
wizard
other
said
person?
it.
The wizard said it. Okay, all right, cool. Sorry, please. Sorry.
Yeah, the armor didn't speak the last time either. No matter how much some people prodded it.
What can you tell me about this place and what was there? Because I was not there.
Well, what he describes, what Freely just described, is basically that it's the exact same thing. The only difference was when we went to talk to the old guy, that's when he told us the mission, which was to go capture Ruin with the card.
I can tell you that he was timeless. He had no scent, even though he has dust on his eyeballs. I remember him well. He exists outside of time. He does not blink, not ever. He
He
is
was
the one who
creepy.
sent us.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah, that was him.
Have I noticed that this really is hard to notice? He is stealthy.
No more than a normal halfling.
Yeah.
So
And
he's
certainly not with a
particularly-
Penelope over his shoulder this entire time.
Would it be
It's a little
wise to
weekend.
keep him-
It's a little weekend at Penelope's right now.
Would it be wise to keep him in our back pocket, so to speak? So he is expecting only the heroes, but perhaps not this little one. If we can keep him out of sight, perhaps he can regain the crystal while he faces us.
He did say 4 more to go, and I don't think he thinks me. But wait, where's that orc guy, the sleepy orc guy? He was all like, "Ugh," last time. Where's that guy?
He's right there. He's just really quiet.
Oh, yeah, no. Then they're not gonna expect me though. They're gonna expect you guys, and then I motion at evil Penelope, and I'm like, but he's not expecting us, guys, girls, guys, halflings. He's not expecting us, halflings. Wait, does 2
That's right.
halflings make a holing? Where are we one holding?
We're one halfling and an idiot.
I mean, don't put
The
yourself down. I
raven
think
lands
you're
on
actually
top of
really
Freely's
great.
head and just knocks with its beak over and over again.
Hellish rebuke on the raven.
Oh no!
I see him start to do that, and I counterspell it. Oh, it's not a spell.
Wow,
Well,
reactions all over the place. So Hellish Rebuke arcs towards the raven,
It's a
and
spell.
then you
It's just that I can
counterspell.
do- It is a spell. I can do it as a reaction though. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, then
Yeah.
as a reaction to that, I would counterspell it.
I think it's a spell.
If you ever heard a raven laugh, it's laughing. It's just
Oh, hey, sorry. I didn't know. I didn't. Last time something grabbed my head, I thought it was gonna eat my brain. Now it's like a thing I got. Sorry.
Don't, especially ravens. Don't. Please.
the raven flies off and lands on Keen's shoulder.
On Keen's? Is that your bird?
No. Griff's right here.
He came to me when I was sitting with a friend's grave.
Well, like this halfling was saying, we can get the sneak on this guy. He's not expecting us. So let's go.
Little one,
Oh, I thought
can
we've
you
been walking and
sense
talking
evil
this whole
in
time.
people?
Yeah, you're walking and talking.
Okay.
Any
I'm like-
perception checks from everybody?
Perhaps you could sense the intent of this raven. I would hate for it to be the eyes and ears of the one we are sneaking upon now.
I will do that momentarily. Also, Kane, remember you have my bardic inspiration if you choose to use it.
So
Thank-
23 on the perception.
18.
17.
13.
You see
19.
you see the raven kind of regurgitate a gold coin after gold coin and slip them into the pocket of Keen's belts, and slowly take its claw out and close the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You
What are you
probably
looking at me for?
You should have let me hellish rebuke that thing.
Why?
It just slip you some coughed up coins. That's a weird magic trick. It's like, oh, it's a coin in your ear, but no, it's a coin in my throat. Oh. I'm like, Keen,
Ew.
it's right. I point at the pouch. I'm like, Keen,
Do you
no,
want
he,
to look at them, Keen?
he coughed up money.
Slip my hand into the pouch.
There's slightly moist gold coins in your pouch that weren't there before.
Are they?
tacky.
Where are these coins from?
Oh yeah, they've got a raven symbol on them, and on the other side is Averin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Raven?
Maybe the raven is even.
Alyndra's just laughing to herself
Even
internally.
raven.
That it's the most simple letter transposition. Honestly.
It just wiggles on your shoulder.
I explained the plan to the Raven. Get the Raven up to speed.
Uh-huh. Do you have like anything you can read? It looks over your shoulder if you're looking at maps.
I mean, you want the Raven to know what we're doing?
I believe he is a friend.
I pick up a stick and I try and draw in the dirt, the things I saw. I'm like, oh, there was like a hill here, and then like that way, like a little river, and then like the castle was kind of here, and I do paint like a little frown on the castle, and then I'm like, and it was like 4 to go here, 4, but the holings are gonna like do a thing while they're downstairs talking.
Was the wizard
immediately the
upstairs or
raven, like-
downstairs?
What?
Was the wizard upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
But the bad thing
there
was
a window?
downstairs.
There's a window?
Yeah, there's a window he was
Oh, yeah,
looking
there
out.
was a
That's how
window.
we got the description. Yeah.
What's everyone doing?
Getting to
Walking.
that castle. We're getting there. Or
All right,
we-
you
we should
arrive
get
at the Grey
through the window.
Tower, and it feels
I'm
like it
gonna
has
have-
been 1,000 years since you've seen this Grey Tower, and for some of you, it has been 1,000 years.
Or never.
Or never. And you see the large suit of armor standing outside.
I'm going to do exactly what I did the first time when I saw it, and I'm going to walk up to it silently and just nod at it. What does it do?
It nods.
I'm going to walk into the tower.
Ooh, I
Okay.
follow.
Can I send Griff up to the top of the tower to try and grab the crystal?
Ooh. Yes, you can.
I would like to do that, and then I will follow suit, I suppose.
Can we hide the halfling on the way in?
Yeah, I'll hide with Penelope, but can I gaze at two minds with Griff so I can see what happens when he goes for the crystal? Because he probably needs to bring the crystal to me with Penelope's sleeping body. So
Yeah, you can.
yeah.
Does that mean he's gazing two minds in with me?
Oh man,
Since
that
Griff is
some-
a fey creature
Yeah,
of
that
my
is some-
creation?
That's
Gayception.
interesting. Yeah, you can do it, but you don't feel good. You feel a little nauseous and a little cross-eyed when you're doing it. You're like,
Do I?
it's like
can
watching
I,
TV through someone else's eyes.
Can I?
you know?
Can I turn that back on him at all? Can I sense him at all? And use?
Yeah,
his
you sense him.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, he sense interloping. When you enter, I need what's everyone's passive perception?
I'm
17.
gorgeous.
14.
Holy crap! All right, just everyone give me another investigation check as you're entering.
Investigation.
Something's off.
Am,
Let's say that's
Four.
am
that
I
has nothing
able
to do with perception. I am upset.
Yeah.
Well, now I have a
Uh,
7.
Am I able to investigate through her eyes, or since I'm outside and blind, not?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Okay.
It's a 4.
20.
This is an illusion. When you get to the bottom of the stairs go down as well as up.
The stairs don't go up.
They do go up, but they go down. There's an illusion hiding the fact that the stairs go
Okay.
further down into the ground.
What do you
There's
mean?
another way. It's there, and I
Another
pointed out to
way
them.
up?
Well, down, but potentially up.
I do not see a down. Are you sure?
Is,
Why would
what
you?
is Griff? What's Griff seeing up there? Up top.
Griff flies up and Griff gets to the window and flies immediately for the crystal and is disintegrated.
Okay. I will recast Griff when I have to. So
And you feel horribly sick, Freely. Your brain feels like it just got chopped into 3 slices.
Not again.
Orkira's heading
let's-
upstairs.
Are
No,
they
no,
down
no,
or
no,
up?
wait. There's something wrong up there. It's a trap.
There's many things
there's more
wrong up there.
stairs. But many things wrong, but not all of them will kill you. There's more stairs here. And I point them out.
And you want us to go down instead of up?
I think so. Also, is everyone all right leaving Penelope's body with Freely?
I feel like in a lot of this we haven't had a choice.
I sense that he is tied to her relatively strongly. He has strong feelings.
He has strong feelings, but he also has Saranthus.
He also has Never Ember. None of it's good.
All right. I suppose we'll head downstairs. Do I have? I'm gonna re-summon Griff before we go.
Okay.
You guys are so scared all the time. Let's go.
I thought you
wish to
weren't
face
coming
this
with.
old one first.
I'm seeing this through. I'm going down the
We
stairs.
should go up and have a talk with him. The down is not meant for us to be seen yet. We are fortunate to have seen it, but we should have a talk with this old one.
Upstairs, disintegrated Griff, Keen.
Because you tried to go through the window. I do not
I
believe
remember-
that meant for us.
The first time we were here, did we notice those stairs going down? I remember there was like the
They
tower
didn't go
was
down
weird.
below. They didn't go down below. There is an illusionary wall, illusionary floor, hiding the fact that the stairs actually go down as well.
Okay. I remember there was something weird about the tower, but I don't remember who saw it and what.
Yeah, the stones are not stones. This is entirely magical, raised out of the ground. All right, so up or down?
Leave
Where
it to
will we be
chance.
going in our next adventure?
I say
I just
down.
having a coin nearby.
I was just gonna walk upstairs and go talk to the guy and see what's going on. And if we have to fight, we have to fight. But you want to go downstairs, I'll follow you, Alyndra.
I believe we should go up and talk to him first.
Do I have a sense of which way to go here?
No. But you know it's going to affect everything. You feel a horrible sense of foreboding.
I take my coin off of my neck. Heads is even, odds is tails.
Okay.
And it is
Before-
Oh, go ahead.
Which one's
Oh yeah, I didn't say which one's which. Let's go.
If I see-
Heads is up,
Yeah,
tails is down. But go ahead, Orkira, what were you going to say?
If I see you pulling out the coin as though to flip, I'm gonna grab your hand real quick before you can flip it. I'm gonna say, haven't we left enough to chance? What do you want to do?
And that's this episode of Heroes of the Vale. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be back next Wednesday for some very interesting adventures. Real quick, I want to shout out. Today is the day I got married to my wife. We went to we had our ceremony on Halloween Day, which is magical because we love Halloween and we're super gothy, spooky people. But we wanted to go ahead and get married ahead of time, and so we got married at the courthouse in Seattle. And today is the day that happened, and we didn't realize we were getting married kind of until it was happening. And the judge was like, I now pronounce you man and wife, and we're like, oh my god, we just got married. And then we went back to work.
Oh my god.
It's a very magical and strange day.
Happy anniversary.
Megan Kenreck is the love of my life and
We love you,
the
Megan.
most wonderful, kind-hearted person you could ever meet. So anyways,
Yay.
yeah, she's really great.
Oh yay!
All right, thank you everyone for watching Heroes.
Ever.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching Heroes of the Vale. Also, Avon will be available next week as a playable character, a playable champion in Idle Champions. And there are some plot points that are actually tied into him. So you're going to see some of that in how that character plays and stuff like that. And hopefully we will see more Heroes of the Vale later on. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching the show. We will see you next week. Thank you so much, B Dave. Always a pleasure. Everyone have a great day.